What's going on, guys? It's the mayor here. You may know me from a few of my shorts and tips and tricks and whatever it might be. But today I'm bringing you a free ebook. It's going to be Gun Str Offset from the Los Angeles Chargers ebook. This is my personal offense. This is what I run online. I've gotten to top 100 in head-to-head seasons. Just running this offense, mostly from this formation too, and these hot routes I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you my favorite ones. These are not the only things I run. This is not the only formations I run in this playbook, but I'm just going to show you just the bread and butter, pretty much, of what I love to run. And I will make you another deal. If you get me 100 likes on this video, I will give you a paper copy of this ebook dropped in the comments or maybe in the description. I'm not sure yet. I will drop that there, though, for free. Completely free to check out. It's going to have a few more route combinations than when I go over in this video. It's going to have a little bit more about my philosophy. And there's a few other tips and stuff in there too. So you definitely don't want to miss that. It's completely free. All you got to do is give me a like. So what do you have to lose? But let's get into it. These are going to be my audibles for this formation. I'm going to have pin and pull toss, duo. Those are both going to be run plays. I have corner strike, which is the first play I showed you, and then dagger, which is this one right here, stock. So with this offense, I have a philosophy of go, go, go. And what I mean by that is I don't mean hurry up every play. I just mean I want chunk plays when I can get them. I don't just want to sit there, run the ball for 2 yards, 3 yards, throw drags, 5 yards, whatever. I want 30-yard plays, 40-yard plays constantly. And that is how you become just a good Madden offensive player. And this year is really good because of how bad the defenses are at getting all those yards pretty easily. So I'm going to show you a few of my favorite ways to get those chunk plays. And to begin with, this is probably the easiest way to start the game off, just with a good pass, a good first down. It's in corner strike. This is going to be against cover 3. What I like to do is I like to put my left side receiver in a comeback route by pressing X and then left trigger to do a comeback. And then I will put my running back on a streak by pressing Y. And then I will do the left stick up for a streak. Tight end on a drag, which is just the right stick down. I want to post my middle receiver, which is the right stick up. And then I want to stem down my far right receiver, which is the left bumper down. And then you click the left stick down as many times as you can. So on this play here, what I'm looking for is I want the running back route. The bunch routes over there, this opens up this route so well. And you're about to see what I mean here. Like, it's just easy, easy, easy. And that can be pretty much against any formation. The only way to stop that really is if you main it up or just user it. But it's very difficult. And if you user that, you're going to leave so much more stuff open. So, let's say someone does go over there and user that. You have this drag. That's 5 yards. And I mean, I know I don't want to take those, but I will if I need to. Not to mention, this is probably one of my favorite routes in the game. This comeback route, almost always open. It destroys most man. It's really my security blanket. That is what I throw on third down, fourth down when I have to have it. Have to have a first down. Now for this next setup, it's gonna be kind of similar. It's gonna have a post route, but we're gonna do this first. We're gonna set the left side receiver in a comeback route again. We're going to streak the running back again. We're going to post our tight end this time. We're going to put our middle receiver in a streak. And then we're going to put our corner and a stem down. So on this one, though, this is one of the chunk plays I like. I like to look for my tight end on this play here. And I'll show you what I mean. So you can get over top. If you throw it right, you can fit it in right there. And it's just a really nice chunk play right there. So you're talking about, what is that? 30 yards, just that simple play right there, and you're on the other side of the 50. So it's this entire playbook, like I said, is just about chunk plays, getting that space. I threw that a little bit too early, but if you wait till he gets over top there, I'll do it one more time just to show you I'm not bananas. Just like that. And he throws it in stride there, you can honestly probably get a touchdown. Next, I'm going to show you a play. It's called Dagger. I like to call this play if I have an opponent who's running a lot of heavy man or if they're running a lot of adjustments on defense, I like to come over. I like to put my middle receiver on a crosser by pushing his button and then up on the D-pad and then quick hike him. And it's really quickly gets him out there. And then that crossing route, boom. It's so simple. That play it works for me every single game I play. I swear I hit a crossing route every game I play. Go back to Dagger there. And it's just so simple. It's just one little thing. Now, if you don't care about quick hiking, you can also set your running back in a route too. But that's not the only route. If you get an opponent against press man, X is really good about beating that over the top if you have a fast receiver. I'm not going to show it here, but trust me, he does do that. Now, A is that route right there. Whenever you see a funky route like that, usually EA just made it probably unguardable or something just because they're not very good at this. So I'll show you here. If you throw this pretty much right on the snap, you can fit it in there. He's not. It looked close, but usually it's not even that close. You can usually fit that in there super easily, and if you wait, you can even throw it on break, and sometimes he'll even come underneath the players. So it's just this particular cover 3 is just giving me a little trouble on that. But let me try it one more time. See? And I mean, that's a first down right there. So it's just an easy yards that you can get, just cheap yards just from a simple play like that. Now, the last thing for this Dagger play I want to show you is all you have to do, put your tight end on a post, and then put your running back just like that. Now, you can put X on a comeback route if you would like, but I'm going to leave him just like that, as you can see. As you can see this time, because my pass rush is amazing in practice mode, but never when I play. I'm gonna leave him in the block just because this is crazy. So do that, and waiting. Again, easy. It's just chunk plays that you can get from this, and it's just super easy. This next play I'm gonna be running is called Flood, and what I like to do on this one, I like to just Texas route my running back, and then I will drag my X receiver, and then I will stem down my tight end about twice. And on this one, I like to look for my running back on that tight end route, or on the angle route, and then I like to look for the drag, and then that corner route usually gets open. So we'll hike it, and we'll see, just like that, corner route, and look at that. Just another massive gain, and you have to remember, you're coming in at the same formation. So you're completely disguised. You're not coming in, it's not going to be noticeable what you're doing. Every single play looks the exact same. That's another one of my favorite things about this formation. So we'll see again here. So that time, he bit down on that, but I think that B route would have been open over the top. And that's another thing I want to mention too, is if you're playing against a good opponent and you run that once, they will probably switch stick that top safety to come down to user it. So pay attention to that. And if they start doing that and they start getting greedy, hit your clear out route over top. That's what that's one of the reasons it's there for, just so they can't do that. So make sure you hit that. Make sure to punish them when they do that. It's part of the chess match. The next play I'm going to show you is my favorite run play in the entire game. This is Duo. The blocking on it is fantastic. And you're pretty much guaranteed 2 to 3 yards minimum every single run. But there are so many times you can break this. If you run this against mid blitz, you can run this just straight down their throats. I'll show you right here. Against mid blitz, pancakes galore. Usually you can just bust that for a touchdown. It's so easy. But that's not even my favorite run against mid blitz. That's my favorite run in general. My favorite run against mid blitz has got to be pin and pull toss. You can usually get really good blocking on this. If you have a fast running back, you can get outside, hit a spin. You can usually, it's not every time, but against tight formations like this, usually you can get outside. That's just a bad stick by me. Man, I'm just getting really bad blocking, but this is honestly, this has saved me so much. If you're getting blitzed very heavily, this is a really good play to go to. And just with how people run um, mid blitz on the goal line, it's really nice to have just an outside run coming from the same look as all your other ones too. But if you're not really too fancy, you know, if you don't not liking that one, but you still want an outside run, just not a toss, I do have one more run for you, and then I do have a bonus play to show you too. So stick around for that. It's going to be my favorite red zone plays. So the next play is going to be motion inside zone. And we're just going to run this against just a regular 2-4, cover 4 quarters. You're just going to see the tight end is going to motion over, so it's going to be noticeable what's coming. You can hike it and just look at that gap. And again, same formation. That's so important. It is part of the chess match. If you can disguise your offensive scheme as well as your defensive scheme, you're going to win so many more games. But the last thing I want to show you, a little goal line play. So here's a little pro tip. If you did not know this, you can flick on this screen right here for Bunch X Nasty. You can flick your right stick to wide receiver swap, and instead of having two tight ends, your backup tight end on there, you can now have your wide receivers where your tight end was.
180! Kings!
All right, and for the final play, this is going to be whip double spot. This is my favorite. Just, if you're on like the 1 or the 2, run this or run any play where you put your a route on a crossing route and it looks just like that. He will just run perfectly in the back of the line and he will not step out. It's really nice, but I'll show you here. You can wait another second. That's wide open. Okay, I guess I'll block. I just want to show you gets mid just because this is what a lot of people run. I know they would do like a little zone and crap with it too, but you might like a blocker, but he just keeps running. There's no corner that's going to stick with him on that route. They get caught up, they get bumped, something happens to them to where it just doesn't work, but we're going to block the running back. Hike it. But you can see wide open going across the end zone. For an easy touch. Now I want to do it again because I'm mad. Okay, you get the point, guys. That was the ebook. Like I said, if you give me 100 likes, I will give you the free copy version of this. Has even more than when I went over. Again, this is just a little mini scheme. You need to play around with your hot routes. Try some different stuff. Lab, try some different stuff online. Ask me questions if you have any. Always open. So, hope you enjoyed, guys.